Okay, so what's the first thing you do after buying a $20,000 Harley? Well, you go spend about $1,000 for a brand new exhaust system. But you don't have to go to the dealer and pay $100 labor to have that installed and fork over $200-300 for them to install it. You could totally install it yourself, and I'll show you how to do it in this video. Now I have my notes here because this bike was actually a 2016. It is now 2019. I worked on it when it was brand new, and I just totally forgot to upload this video. So here it is. What we were working on is a 2016 Harley Dyna S, and we are going to be throwing on Bassani Road Rage 3 pipes. It's a 2-in-1 full stainless, part number 1D1SS, and I will have a link in the video description. You can get it on Amazon. Those links support me at no cost to you, but definitely shop around because Amazon is not always the cheapest. Or if you want to support me, you can buy me an ice cold beer, or you can check out my Patreon page. You can help me out in those other ways as well. Okay, so after you install the exhaust, most likely you'll need to retune the computer. This is a fuel injected bike, and in a later video, that video will be ready soon, and I'll have an iCard up here where we're going to install a Dynojet PCV, Power Commander something or other. I forget what it's called. But anyway, that adjusts the fuel and ignition curve to not be so lean from the factory, and also since you make the exhaust or any air cleaner changes, well, you can tune the bike so it runs okay. And also, that is really easy to do. So you don't have to pay the dealer to do that either. And Dynojet has a bunch of maps where you can just load and it'll run pretty freaking good. If you want to get it dyno tuned, you can also do that as well. Okay, so we'll do the install. We'll do before idle clip, after idle clip, and all that good stuff. So I'll just roll the footage right now. First thing we're going to do is loosen the clamps for the mufflers, which is one right here and one down here. And it is 9/16. Nine-sixteenths bolt right over here behind the foot peg. I'm going to go ahead and loosen this one back here so it gives me a little more wiggle room. Take a small hammer and hit the stud of the clamp, and that will loosen your clamps. So with everything loose, hopefully these just Okay, time to loosen the O2 sensors, or actually we're going to remove them. I don't have an O2 socket, but I'm just using a 14 mil open wrench. It's a brand new bike, hopefully it's pretty loose. Yeah, so it's nice and loose. Okay, so we'll just take that out and we'll disconnect the lines later. Okay, I have a 1/2 inch on an extension and a U-joint. It's all 3/8. We're going to go ahead and loosen the header flanges. Okay, I'll take this top one off, but I'll leave the bottom one on. Okay, same thing with the front pipe. Let's go ahead and put a 14 mil wrench on here. Loosen the front flange nuts. We're gonna have to remove the heat shield. It's in the way. Okay, just remove the nut on the rear. And pull the pipes out. Okay, now take circle pliers and expand the circlip here. There it goes. Pop that off and repeat it for the other pipe. Okay, so we have our new pipes here. And we'll go ahead and install the circlips now. Okay, now that you have the flanges on both pipes, we're going to go ahead and put in the bungs for the O2 sensor. We are actually going to completely plug it for this application since we're going to be putting the Dynojet Power V Commander on there, and it goes from closed loop to open loop. So just use a 7/8 wrench and snug that up, followed by this plug. And just repeat that process for the other side. All right, so let's ease the new pipes in here. Again, we're just getting these loose for now. Let's remove the stock muffler holder. And I probably should have done that before I put the pipes on, but it's all right. And we're going to remove the stud from the trans here. And there's 2 screws down here that we need to remove. Okay, let's put the new bracket on with the longer supplied bolts, and I have a drop of Loctite 242 on there. Definitely should have left this pipe off. Okay, the bracket's now nice and tight. I don't want to bore you with putting that in with my Allen key. These 2 bolts here, they were studs. I went ahead and took the Allen keys, or the Allen bolts that were down here, and I put them in here, and I kind of cleaned that up versus having a stud in there. So I think that looks pretty nice. All right, go ahead and put your clamp on. I'm going to want the adjustment from down here, so I can hide the actual clamp portion and put the ratchet on here and clamp it on. Go ahead and slide your muffler on. And I went ahead and installed the 2 bolts back here. And they were really tight. I actually had to push this forward quite a bit to get them to start. So I wasn't going to get that of a good angle on a camera. And I also put a little bit of Loctite 242 on here. Now everything is loose, so what I'm going to start is tightening up the header bolts by the flanges and work my way towards the back here. Okay, so make sure you have enough clearance right here. See how you can move it in and out. If you lift them out, you get a little more clearance. And we're gonna just cinch them down little by little. I'm just gonna jump. Bottom to top and front to back. Now with the flanges tight, we're going to go ahead and tighten up this bracket. I had to loosen it up a little bit just to get the muffler aligned. So we'll just go ahead and snug these up. Now with these bolts back here, and lastly the clamp down here. Okay, that completes the exhaust install. Just double check everything, make sure all your clearances around here are pretty good. Everything's looking really good. Now that I put a bunch of dirt, oil, and fingerprints all over this, what I'm going to do is take a microfiber cloth and some alcohol and wipe it down really good. There's some sticky residue here from shipping of it, so you don't want that to burn into your pipe. So go ahead and clean that really good. Alright, that's it for this video. Make sure to hit that like button and share this with your riding buddies. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified right away when new videos come out. If you'd like to support me in creating more videos, such as this one, check out my Patreon page and see if you can help me out. You can also buy me an ice cold beer or two by clicking on the link. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.